Hey guys, now that 1.3 is finally basically concluded with the main event of the Lantern Rites Festival, I wanted to talk about it and see basically how was it, essentially. My thoughts on the 1.3 Lantern Rites Festival, what's to come and whatnot. I won't be discussing leaks, of course, I'll just be discussing things that I think about it, what I think will probably be coming, and what's in the future for Genshin Impact. Well, now that we finally got the conclusion of the Lantern Rites Festival with the glow of 1,000 lanterns, finished the final All That Glitters of story quest with the light upon the sea, where you get to see Zhao finally smile and get to see the beauty of the Lantern Rites Festival. We got a nice little cutscene there. We had all our Lantern Rite tales giving us more context and additional storytelling for our side characters. And also we got to see people's wishes and whatnot. For example, iron ingots, may sparks fly where shovel and meteorite meet. You can see all sorts of people's wishes, even though it was kind of weird because they said if you know someone's wish, it won't come true. And we're able to see everyone's wishes here, which is a little bit awkward, but I think this is more just to let us know what they wish for when we help them out. Of course, we finally finished with all the requests here. We've got a total of, let's see, 99. Yep, so we got 23 of total requests. All little bit story quests here. Pretty nice. And of course, we had the finale with the Theater Mechanicus, where you finish all the stuff, and that allows you to finish up all your Xiao Market purchases. So you can buy everything here in the Xiao Market. I haven't purchased everything yet, as I have not done all the grinding yet. But you could feasibly purchase everything, I believe. And then, of course, there's the Stand By Me, finally available. You could pick your free character. I haven't picked yet because I'm waiting to see if I can finally get Yiching on her banner. I'm like halfway through towards Pity, and if I get enough Ningguang dupes, I won't need to acquire here, and I'll probably go for Xingqiu because he's a really good support, and getting constellations for him would be pretty sweet. So, how was the festival? I thought it was pretty good. I mean, we didn't really get a new zone per se. We got more additional stuff added towards existing areas. Like Liyue here got this nice little festival area with the deer, and it had a nice cool cutscene where it was flying in the air and then it exploded into 1,000 beautiful firecrackers. And otherwise, we didn't get much. We did get the Geofishap area here, and it seems to be the pattern for the game to add small incremental updates. So originally, I honestly had thought Inazuma and something like that would be like 1.4. I was like, oh yeah, they'll probably keep doing big updates like this, like how we got Dragon Spine in 1.2. But it seems like they're going pretty slowly. Inazuma's probably going to be somewhere here because you can kind of drag through here. So I would guessing it would probably sit somewhere in this little giant area that we can't explore yet, since for some reason you could zoom up here. So like 1.1, first off, we got the continuation and finale of the Liyue storyline, which gave us the Golden House, a tiny area added here. There's like a chest or so here, not too many secrets, but it does look visually appealing. And then 1.2 is where we got our actually pretty giant update here with a big zone with the Dragon Spine. New mechanics, new things to collect, a ton of secrets, very nice zone, pretty substantial update, though you could finish it very quickly if you're just hard rushing, but for most people, there's a decent amount of content here and a bunch of teleport locations that'll make it more easy as you go along. Then, of course, finally now we're on 1.3. We got the Lantern Rites Festival, further expanding on stuff added into Liyue Harbor, which probably will disappear in 1.4. And then alongside that, we got the Primo Geovishap. There's still, of course, areas we're going to unlock eventually. So the chasm over here. So we'll probably continue getting tiny additions on the map. So early on, we're probably going to get the chasm, and then we're probably going to get maybe an expansion over here. There's a water area we can't access past the Oceanid. So something over there, maybe something in this little corner over here before we get something like Inazuma. I'm personally thinking we're going to get our own Mondstadt Festival in 1.4. It looks like it's going to lead up to that. Kaya already mentions it in the story when you talk to him about Liyue and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, we'll go 1.3, give Liyue their jazz and happiness. 1.4, a smaller event probably because it's probably not as nearly as exciting as or important as the Lantern Rites Festival. We get some fun little activities to do in the Mondstadt Festival because they're all about freedom and fun and all that stuff. And then After that, 1.5, who knows? I'm not sure what they're gonna add, but I would say like Inazuma and the big zones would have to be further out, like 1.5, 1.6, or even further if they really want to wait like all the way to something like the huge culminative update like 2.0 or something, where you'll be like, 1.0 was Mondstadt and Liyue, the base game. Huge amounts of land for people to explore. It's a wonderful experience, honestly. And then 2.0 add a giant new area, Inazuma. Maybe not the size of Mondstadt or Liyue, or maybe even bigger, who knows. But they'll have that, and then there'll be a ton of stuff there. We'll have whatever element it is. I think people have been saying, like, maybe it'll be like Electro, because I think their Archon is Electro there. So Electro-based Electro Colas we'll have to collect. Get maybe expand our stamina cap finally. And then after that, not sure. So, there's a lot of concerns for people right now for content. Lantern Arts Festival was pretty good. Every 4 days we got new things to do, and there was a decent amount of content to do each day. And also the Theater Mechanicus is a ton of fun. Recommend anyone who hasn't yet started, definitely do it now at least, since all the Theater Mechanicus parts are unlocked now. So you can start grinding if you really want to get everything done in one go. But like, we're just getting tiny expansions. Like, we got little additions here to Liyue to make it look festive, but we haven't really gotten substantially large updates. We've gotten tiny stuff. The biggest update was Dragon Spine in 1.2. 1.3 looks smaller. 1.4, if it's Mondstadt's festival, which I'm guessing probably won't add too much, but just change the landscape of Mondstadt a little bit. We'll have mini games and whatnot. Maybe drinking mini games because they love drinking so much. But otherwise, there isn't too much here, though. I'm not too concerned about that. I don't mind playing this game for a short amount of time each day instead. You log in for your dailies, you do that, you spend your resin, and then you're done. But people who are looking for continuous gameplay might be disappointed. It is a gacha game after all. There isn't going to be extreme continuous amounts of content unless they make you grind a lot of it. So the only continuous content we currently have is, of course, farming your resin, using your resin to farm for artifacts, farm for upgrades for your characters, talent materials, and whatnot. And of course, the Abyss reset whenever it comes. So we don't have too much. I wish the Theater Mechanicus would stay because it is a pretty fun mini game, and it also allows you to experience the game in a different way as you have to use creative combinations for your characters. And I really liked how they implemented it, so you could use your Lumine or Aether as a Geo and basically create pseudo walls just like you would in a tower defense. But other than that, I feel like we've gotten a pretty good event here, and I look forward to see what they're going to do next. But for those who are looking for long-term stuff, we may have to wait a lot longer. But at least they did mention we're going to get new events, just like usual gacha game schedules. Every 2 weeks we typically get new content, and Genshin Impact's schedule is every 6 weeks we're going to get a major update. So 1.1, 1.2, so 1.4 is going to be around 2 to 3 weeks from now. We're about 4 weeks into this Lantern Arts Festival, which will conclude, and then we're going to get a period of about 2 weeks for something new. And since we have the indication of a new character coming, who everyone wants is Hu Tao, and we got our Staff of Homa weapon already in the game, but you can't acquire it. But the banner for Staff of Homa is going to be out on, I believe, the 23rd, right after our weapon banner for the Epitome of Vacation finishes for the Primordial Jade Wing Spear and the Cutter, which will end in 5 days. So then on the 23rd, we get a new weapon banner, which will be Staff of Homa. And then, of course, I think when Kaching's banner ends, we'll finally get the Hu Tao banner, which will be on, I think, March 3rd. So then that'll be stuff like that, and I think we'll probably get a story event related to Hu Tao, something like that adds about her, what she is, and then we'll probably get a mini event, sort of like how we had the camera event for the first week. So that's basically all we're waiting for, and then 1.4 is right around the corner. So those are my thoughts on the game so far. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on the current state of the game, and I'll see you guys next time then. See ya!